तो नमस्कार दोस्तों और आज की 11th टेस्ट सीरीज में आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत। दोस्तों मैंने ऑलरेडी कंप्लीट किया है 10th टेस्ट सीरीज तक। डेली आपको मिलते हैं 15 क्वेश्चंस। सो अगर आपको चाहिए दोस्तों अदर सीरीज तो प्लीज आप मुझे टेलीग्राम पर ज्वाइन कीजिए या फिर इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स को चेक कीजिए जहां पर आपको कंप्लीटली वीडियोज के लिंक्स एंड ऑल मिल जाएंगे। दोस्तों आप मेरे पेड कोर्सेज ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं एट अन अकेडमी। And this is paid course learners, and this crash course is going to be helpful for you because I am going to cover all the entire syllabus within time. My referral code AKSRajveer. Use this referral code and get 10% off your Unacademy courses. LNS join कीजिए मुझे और enjoy कीजिए both papers one platform पर। और दोस्तों मुझे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं आप टेलीग्राम पर। प्रैक्टिस सेशन 11। सो दोस्तों मैंने जैसा कि आपको बताया कि ऑलरेडी मैंने सारे लिंक्स प्रोवाइड कर दिए हैं, चाहे वो टेलीग्राम हो चाहे कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म हो। दोस्तों फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के साथ शुरू करेंगे। See, this is the first question. Philip Sidney wrote an apology for poetry in immediate response to. So, learners, on your screen you have these four options, and out of these four options you have to select one. Plato's Republic, Aristotle's Poetics, and Stephen Gosho's The School of Abuse, and Jeremy Collier's Immorality and Profaneness of English Stages. So learners, do select the right answer and write it down on comment box. Hurry up learners, please. Okay learners, so now I am going to show you correct answer on your screen. So you can see the correct answer on your screen learners. This is the correct answer. Philip Sidney has written Apology for Poetry in immediate response to Stephen Goshon's School of Abuse 1579. Stephen Goshon, he was a Puritan. Learners, having Puritan ideology, he criticizes poetry on the same way as earlier you can see Plato has criticized. Plato said that poets are the producer of lies, and that's why they must be banned from an ideal state. And let us on the same way Stephen Goshon is also going to put on a charge over poetry and going to say yes, that poetry is a kind of producer of lies, and poets, they are producing lies in society. So let us, this is what you can see. This particular work, School of Abuse, this was appeared in 1579, and learners, this work is dedicated to Philip Sidney. Philip Sidney, learners, yes. And then learners, the Apology for Poetry. Apology for Poetry, that is written by Philip Sidney in immediate response to Stephen Goshon's The School of Abuse. And learners, yes, this is really interesting work that was appeared in 1595, Apology for Poetry. And learners, it is also known as Defense of Poetry, DEFENCE, Defense of Poetry. So learners, I think clear hoga aapko ye question. Now see the next one. Which poem ends I shall but love thee better than death? How do I love thee? Ode to a Grecian. In faith I do not love thee with mine eyes. Let me not to the marriage of true mind. So learners, these are the four options. And now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Please learners, hurry up. And I think learners, you are enjoying my these test series. So you can also join me learners at an academy, the learning application. And learners, yes, a free and paid both type of courses are available. So आप मुझे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, फॉलो कीजिए मुझे अन अकेडमी पर। डेली 30 क्वेश्चंस learners आपको मिलते हैं फ्री। Okay, so see the learners correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is How Do I Love Thee. Learners, this is the poem How Do I Love Thee, written by Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning, wife of Robert Browning, and she was really a famous poet. And learners, I'm also going to tell you that this particular poem, How Do I Love Thee, this particular poem was appeared in Sonnet from Portuguese, Sonnets from Portuguese, and 1850. 1850 is the year when this particular work was published. You must remember learners, 1850 year is really interesting. Charles Dickens has published his work David Copperfield. It was written in 1849 and published in 1850. David Copperfield by Charles Dickens. And let us you one more work, so that is associated with William Wordsworth. So William Wordsworth Prelude was published on the same year 1850, and you must remember learners death of William Wordsworth on the same year 1850, and In Memoriam by Alfred Lord Tennyson in 1850. And let us, yes, this particular poem is going to focus on a love, the wage of love. Uh, yes, the lover can love to his beloved. So let us, this is what you can see. This is the prominent theme, and this is the depiction of a spiritual kind of love in this poem. Now see the next one. Which of the following writers wrote historical novels? Jane Austen and Charlotte Bronte, Sir Walter Scott and Maria Edgeworth, and William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Mary Shelley and B.V. Shelley. So, which among the following is associated with historical novel? And Anas, I think this one is quite easy question, and you can write the correct answer on your comment box. So, please let's do write the correct answer on comment box. So learners, you may pause the video for writing your comment box, and learners, अगर आप सोच रहे हैं इस क्वेश्चन के आंसर को, so please आप थोड़ी देर break ले सकते हैं. Now I'm going to show you correct answer. So see the learners correct answer on your screen. Correct answer is Walter Scott and Maria Edgeworth. These two are the figure associated with historical novel, and even learners, Walter Scott, he is known as the father of historical novel. See learners, historical novel is a kind of novel that is going to convey the spirit, manner and social condition of past days. And even learners, in a way, in a realistic way, you will see the treatment in a realistic way. So this is what you can see about historical novel. See learners, what was Chaucer's profession? So now learners, see these are the option: a poet, a merchant, a civil servant, and none of these. So learners, out of these four options, you have to select one and write it down on comment box. And learners, one like please for this particular video. So now I'm going to show you correct answer. So learners, you can see the correct answer. So yes, you must remember learners, this particular point, Chaucer's profession, because most of the students are confused. Chaucer's profession, he was a civil servant. Later on learners, he became a poet, but as a poet, he never accepted himself that his profession is writing poetry, but as a civil servant he was appointed. Okay learners, so this is really interesting and important too. Now see the next one question learners on your screen. So the next one is Thomas Kidd achieved great popularity with which of his first work? The Rare Terms of Love and Fortune, the Spanish Tragedy, LNSC, Geronimo, or Cornelia. So let us, these are the four options, and out of these four options, you have to select one and write it down on comment box, please. So learners, now I'm going to show you correct answer on your screen. So I think learners, you have done already. So see the correct answer on your screen. Really simple one and quite simple work learners, and this is the most famous, well popular work by Thomas Kidd. And Thomas Kidd has written a Spanish tragedy. A Spanish tragedy. And learners, this particular work has one more title. So that is important. Hieronimo is mad again. Learners, this is another one title. And learners, Spanish tragedy can be considered as the one of the best example of revenge tragedy. Let us earlier tragedy, the first English tragedy, that is known as Gorboduc. And Gorboduc was written by learners Norton and Sackville. Yes, Norton and Sackville. And that is the first English tragedy, and this is a revenge tragedy. A revenge tragedy in English comes from Seneca. Learners, he was a Roman writer. Got it, learners? So yes, this is really interesting. And Thomas Kidd's work, this work was appeared in 1582 and yes, 1592. This was the time period, and this is highly popular work. And Hieronimo is the interesting character in this particular tragedy. See the next one. Which of the following, which of the Marlowe's plays were written in collaboration with Thomas Nash? Queen of Carthage and the Passionate Shepherd, the Tragedy of Dido and Queen of Carthage, the Passionate Shepherd and Tragedy of Dido, and Queen of Carthage and Massacre of Paris. So learners, these are the options, and you have to select one and write it down on comment box. Please learners. Okay, so I'm going to show you correct answer. So let us see the correct answer. The tragedy of Dido, Queen of Carthage. Learners, this is a work and this is written by Christopher Marlowe in collaboration with Thomas Nast, as you can see on the question. See, written by Marlowe in collaboration with Thomas Nast. Possibly, learners, this work was appeared between 1587 to 1593, but finally it was published in 1594 and one of the best work. And this particular work is going to focus on Dido, the Queen of Carthage. Okay, learners, so this is what you can see in this particular work. And Marlowe is known as the leader of university wits and one of the great figure learners. And he has written like Dr. Faustus and all. I'm going to show the Renaissance spirit in their character. Now, see learners, which of the following novels has the subtitle A Novel Without a Hero, Vanity Fair, Middlemarch, Wuthering Heights, and Oliver Twist? So, learners, which among the following novel has the subtitle A Novel Without a Hero? So, learners, you have four options, and now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Please, learners, hurry up. Really simple and easy question. So let us see the correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is Vanity Fair. And Vanity Fair is the work by Makepeace Thackeray. William Makepeace Thackeray. This is the work by Thackeray. And let us, yes, this particular work contains a subtitle, A Novel Without a Hero. Because in this particular work, you can see the heroine named Becky Sharp. Becky Sharp is the name of the heroine. Even other character like Emilia Sidley and other characters are also there. But Becky Sharp is the protagonist or major character in this particular novel. Now let's have a quick look at from where the title Vanity Fair has been derived. Because learners, most of the time you have seen question from Vanity Fair regarding who's the protagonist, what is the subtitle, and who has written. And now learners, I'm going to show you from where the title has been derived. So learners, this particular title has been derived from Bunyan's Pilgrim's Progress. Bunyan has written a work named Pilgrim's Progress, and learners, in this particular work, Vanity Fair is the place. And this is the place, this is a kind of a stop, like learners, bus stop you have seen. So learners, this is the bus, a kind of a stop. And in this particular place, you can see all the season of fair. And learners, this is a fair. This fair is the you can say learners a representation of man's sinful attachment to the worldly things. Yes, man's sinful attachment to the worldly things. So that can be seen, learners, in this particular work. Now I'm going to show you the next one. In Leda and Swan, who was Leda in guise of a swan? Mars, Hercules, Zeus, Bacchus. So learners, you have these four options. So do select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Leda and Swan. Okay learners, so now I'm going to show you correct answer on your screen. So learners, see the correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is Zeus. Let us Leda and Swan. This is a wonderful sonnet. By whom? So this is written by William Butler Yeats, an Irish poet. This particular work was printed in The Dial, 1924. The Dial. And let us, this work was published in a collection, The Cat and Moon and Certain Poems. The Cat and Moon and Certain Poems, 1924. Learners, in this particular in this particular sonnet, you can see the focus on a Greek myth associated with Swan and Leda. And in guise of Swan, Zeus comes and he rapes a beautiful girl named Leda. And as Leda, after raping Leda, he fled away. But learners, Leda got impregnant. And later on, learners, जो जिस child का birth हुआ, so the name of that child is Helen of Troy. Learners, this is the mythical connection you can see. Helen of Troy. Now I'm going to show you the next one, please. So have a look at this question. The title of the poem, Second Coming, is taken from. Easy question, learners, but I am going to show you a detail from this particular question, Second Coming. So learners, you have Bible, Irish mythology, German mythology, Greek mythology. So learners, do select the correct answer and write it down on comment box, please. Okay, so I'm going to show you correct answer, learners, and please, next day 3 p.m. do not forget to join me at Unacademy, the learning application. Download this application and learners daily get 30 questions from my side, daily free live classes at Unacademy, and you can also join my paid courses too, learners. See, the Bible, this is the correct answer, you can see. Second coming, learners, this is a poem by W.B. Yeats. And this particular poem was appeared in 1919 and published in the Dial 1920 edition. Learners, this particular poem contains something interesting thing, because this is associated with the Bible, Christ and myths. And this particular book is based on the New Testament of Bible. The New Testament of Bible, where you can see the return of Christ and conquering of Satan, or you can say evil forces. So this is what you can see, second coming. Turning and turning, the winding gyre, falcon cannot hear the falconer. So let us second coming, this is what you can see. And now I'm going to show you the next one question on your screen. So next one. Who among the following writers was not educated at Christ Hospital School, London? So learners, you have Charles Lamb, William Wordsworth, Leigh Hunt and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Okay learners, so now I'm going to show you correct answer on your screen. So see the correct answer on your screen, learners. This is the correct answer. You can see William Wordsworth. Learners, other like Charles Lamb and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, so they were these three were friends. And yes, Leigh Hunt, Samuel Taylor Coleridge and Charles Lamb, so they studied in Christ Hospital, that is in London. And learners, even you must understand William Wordsworth. So he was a student of Cambridge. Because learners, you can see in Prelude, he has given description all about Cambridge University. So that's why learners, William Wordsworth, he is not associated with just Christ Hospital School. See the next one. W.B. Yeats used the phrase the artifice of eternity in his poem. Sailing to Byzantium, Byzantium, the second coming, Leda and Swan. So learners, you have these four options. And now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Please let us hurry up. Okay, so see the correct answer on your screen. So this is the correct answer on your screen. You can see. So let us sailing to Byzantium. Sailing to Byzantium and Byzantium. These two are the poem. Byzantium, B-Y-Z-A-N-T-I-U-M. Learners, these are the two poems. And based on the holy city Byzantium, that is situated in Italy. And learners, Italy is the place where it is believed that ki wahan par learners God rehte hain. Okay, so see learners, sailing to Byzantium and Byzantium. So these two poems can be considered sister poems, like Milton's El Allegro and El Penseroso. These two poems. So on the same way. Learners, this is the poem by William Butler Yeats, W.B. Yeats, and learners, in this particular poem, he is going to discuss all about spirituality and salvation and all. The poem was appeared in the Tar. This is the poetic collection that was appeared in 1928. 1928, the Tar. And learners, now I am going to show you something more interesting, because this particular poem is written in Ottawa Rima, O-T-T-A-V-A-R-I-M-A. Because having 8-line iambic pentameter. And learners, the journey of Byzantium is a kind of spiritual journey, and that has been used in symbolic way as a metaphor. So learners, you must remember the lines, old man is but a paltry thing, mere a tattered coat upon a stick. So learners, these are the lines even in your UGC net exam you can see. The phrase pathetic fallacy is coined by Milton, Coleridge, Carlyle, John Ruskin. So you have four options, and now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Please learners, hurry up. Okay learners, so now I am going to show you correct answer on your screen. And learners, अगर मैं थोड़ा fast हूँ, so please थोड़ा सा pause कीजिए वीडियो को. Now learners, see the correct answer. So correct answer is D, John Ruskin. John Ruskin, he has coined the term named pathetic fallacy. Yes, learners, pathetic fallacy. And it includes the work like Burns, Blake, Wordsworth, Shelley and Keats. And what he is going to say, because Due to pathetic fallacy, the meaning of a particular work changed because sentiments with the poets or authors connected, and then the meaning becomes something from something else. So learners, this is what this is coined by John Ruskin. See the next one, learners. Pride and Prejudice. So this was originally a youthful work entitled Last Impression, False Impression, First Impression, True Impressions. So learners, you have four options and now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Learners, simple and easy question. So see the learners answer on your screen. So answer is First Impression. C is the correct answer, learners. And this particular work is written by Jane Austen. Jane Austen, a wonderful novelist, and work was appeared in 1813. And learners, this particular work centers around Bennet family, Mr. and Mrs. Bennet and their daughters. Learners, Elizabeth Bennet and you can see Darcy. Elizabeth is the heroine of this particular novel and Darcy is the hero of this particular novel. Okay. And the reason something that that is really interesting, because this is going to create a kind of conflict in marrying life and love life and all, and due to economic reasons. So learners, this is what this theme has been explored. Now learners, I'm going to show you something more interesting, because prejudice and pride, these two words has been used. Prejudice, and then learners, you have pride. So learners, pride stands for Mr. Darcy and prejudice stands for Elizabeth Bennet. You must remember, learners, pride stands for Elizabeth and prejudice stands for Darcy. And now see the next one. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. The above lines have been taken from The Wasteland, Tintern Abbey, Second Coming, Prayer for My Daughter. So you have four options and now you can select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Please learners, hurry up. Okay learners, so now you can see the correct answer on your screen. Learners, Second Coming is the poem I'm talking about. So learners, Second Coming, this is the poem written by W.B. Yeats. Appeared in first time 1909, then 1920, and finally it was published in 1921. The name of the collection is Michelle Roberts and the Dancer. So this is the title of this this particular collection where this particular poem was published. And Second Coming is associated with Jesus Christ and coming, and learners, you can say a next birth of Jesus Christ. Now see the next one. Which of the following is not a poetic tradition? The epic, the comic, the occult, the tragic. So learners, which is not a kind of poetic tradition? Easy one, learners, and now I'm going to show you correct answer on your screen. So correct answer is the occult. This is the correct answer, learners. See, because these all are associated with poetic tradition. Okay, learners? Yes. See the next one. In Anglo-Saxon heroic poetry, what is the fate of those who fail to observe the sacred duty of blood vengeance? So let us see. Banishment to Asia, everlasting shame, conversion to Christianity, mild melancholia. So learners, which one is the correct answer? Do select the correct answer and write it down on comment box. Hurry up, learners, please. Okay, so I'm going to show you correct answer, learners. So correct answer is everlasting shame. This is the correct answer, learners. So yes, in Anglo-Saxon heroic poetry, what is the fate of who failed to observe the sacred duty of blood vengeance? So this was everlasting shame. You can see the correct answer. So thank you so much, learners, for coming in on this video, and do like this video and share with your friends. Do not forget to follow me at Unacademy, the learning application, because Unacademy, the learning application, is the wonderful platform जहाँ पर learners आपको complete classes मिलती हैं. Even learners, we have a wonderful option, and this wonderful option is associated with likes. Something like this, we are going to provide you a 4 option on your screen, and you can select the desired option out of those 4 options. So learners, this is really a wonderful platform, Unacademy, the learning application, and you can also join my paid courses at Unacademy. So thank you so much, learners. Next class में फिर से मुलाकात होगी. तब तक के लिए नमस्कार.